Hi there, my darling Taurus. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of August the 5th. August the 4th, 2025. So, my darling Taurus, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using this Psychic Tarot from John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with angel answer cards. All right, let us see what messages are coming in for us for the 4th of August 2025. What messages does Taurus need to know? Discontent and boredom. So this is very much like the Four of Cups in the tarot, that, where you're feeling, just unenthusiastic about, your situation. Or what the Four of Cups is there is more that you're so focused on things that haven't worked out and that, aren't working out, and you feel probably bored with, what you're doing at the moment, that you can't see opportunities around you, my darling Taurus. So I'm encouraging you to get out of that energy here and, get back into joy. Find something to be grateful for, my darling Taurus, because if you stay stuck in this energy, you're going to keep getting this energy. So my encouragement for you, my darling Taurus, is to find things to be grateful for. And that shouldn't be hard for you, my darling Taurus, because, Taurus are quite positive people. All right, let us consult the tarot here and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Taurus. What does Taurus need to know for the week of the 4th of August, 2025? Five of Swords, yeah, okay. King of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles, okay. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of the cards, and then I will intuitively put the reading together. So you start off here with the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords is a card of, it's a card of a victory, but it's a hard-won victory, my darling Taurus. You can see he's got a really smug look on his face there, and it's that, and you can see that person in the background here they're looking behind them just going, what just happened? What just happened here? But I feel for you, off the Five of Swords, it's that, you've gone through something that has turned out in your favor, but it hasn't left a good taste in your mouth. It hasn't made you feel good. And I feel that it's connected to that discontent and boredom, because this feeling is a feeling of discontent, my darling Taurus. It's that feeling of, okay, you won, but it hasn't made you happy. And it's the same feeling of that discontent. That's what discontent is. It's that feeling of being unsatisfied. And I feel that something has clearly happened to you in the past that has caused you to feel that way. And it's hanging around. For two cards to be, in that same kind of energy, it's the universe kind of saying, I meant what I said, which is not, great. So I feel, though, that you have the opportunity to get out of that energy, my darling Taurus, because you've got here the King of Cups, and I do feel that you're presenting this week in this energy of the King of Cups. The King of Cups sits on his throne amidst choppy waters, but he remains, and then look, there's no gender in the tarot, it could be male or female, it's just the energy of the card that I'm talking about. The King of Cups sits on his throne amidst the choppy waters, being in control of his emotions. That's the energy that I feel you're in, my darling Taurus, with there's things swirling around you that, you're some kind of feeling of discontent, obviously, and boredom, and where you feel that, you've won something, but it didn't feel good. The outcome wasn't really what you wanted, my darling Taurus, if that makes sense. But you're presenting this week as the King of Cups. So regardless of that feeling, you're feeling in control of your emotions. You're not flipping out one way or the other. You're not sort of feeling out of control, my darling Taurus. I mean, and look, the Taurus that I know, or Taurus that I know, and I know a few, are always in control of their emotions. It's very rare for them to lose control. So, I would encourage you, my darling Taurus, to, just be in control of your emotions, to not let anybody or outside influences or anything like that rile you or, upset you. Because I feel that might have been what has happened here with this. You can see this person in the background here. I feel there may have been someone, or there is someone around you that's trying to get you to flip out, or is pushing your buttons. That's probably the best word that's popped into my head. Is there someone around that's trying to push your buttons to create chaos for you? But I'm encouraging you to stay in this beautiful energy of the King of Cups, in control of your emotions. And I feel that you will too. I feel that this, you will be in this energy here. And I'll also feel that you need to focus on having working with others. Like, this is the Three of Pentacles. It's teamwork makes the dream work. It is, working with other people to work on a project that, where it becomes apparent that you're successful here. I feel that the best thing you can do this week, my darling Taurus, is to show the world what you can do, my darling Taurus. That's what I feel like. Don't allow the negativity and the discontent from the past, or somebody else's, discontent of you, or someone else's opinion of you, to rattle you and stop you from living well, being, producing quality work, my darling Taurus. Because what's just popped into my head too is that the best revenge is living well, my darling Taurus. So I feel that you just need to concentrate on being your best, producing your best. Allow others to help you and support you if you need to. But, the Three of Pentacles is all about, quality work as well. So if you concentrate and you just focus on being the best you, my darling Taurus, being the best that you can be, I feel that will just eliminate that discontent, boredom energy. It will also stop anybody that's trying to push your buttons. I feel that it will just diffuse that whole situation, because all you need to concentrate on is you, my darling Taurus. Don't worry about what somebody else may be trying to do to you in the background. You do you, boo, and let them be who they want to be, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to be tripped up. They're the ones that are going to be, justice will come to them. If karmic justice will come to them, is kind of what I feel, my darling Taurus. So yeah, I just feel you need to stay in control of your emotions. Do not let discontent and boredom push you into and allow you to stay stuck, my darling Taurus. I feel that, you need to just push forward, allow others to help you here, and stand out. Because I feel you are going to stand out. I feel you're going to be put on a pedestal here and be recognized for your quality work, my darling Taurus. So allow that. Don't allow what's happened in the past. Do not allow this discontent and boredom to sway you off what good is going to come in for you this week, my darling Taurus. So yeah, big energies for you coming in, but I know you can do it. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I'd love to know if this resonates with you. I am very active and interactive in the comments, so please just drop me an emoji or a comment or something just to let me know that this may have resonated with you. And if it didn't resonate with you, that's fine. Sometimes you take what resonates and you leave the rest. Not everything is going to land. So let's get final messages for you, my darling Taurus. Yeah, get more information, which is basically what you may need to do. There's no harm in asking for help, which is getting more information. Trust, yes, but trust, my darling Taurus, that you are on the right path here. Improving health, yeah, that could just be a byproduct of, living well, worrying about yourself, my darling Taurus, and not worrying about anybody else. A year from now, they say, unlikely. So what I feel with that unlikely card is that, this is going to be unlikely, that, the path of the discontent and boredom is unlikely to keep going. That's what I feel, my darling Taurus. I feel that you won't allow that to keep going. But, I just, from what I can, see here on the table, I feel that this energy, it's not going to hang around, because you're not going to let it. You're going to, as I said, push through and allow this beautiful energy to come through for you, my darling Taurus. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.